السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Today I am going to present this humble work on Maulana Abul Kalam Azad as a guide to an undivided India. The subject is Muslim intellectual thought. The code is ITKI 6202. Facilitator is Professor Dr. Elmira Ahmethouba. I'm Abu Hanifa Muhammad Norman. My ID is PG22010004. In this work, I set the content as introduction, where there are two main parts. The part A is about the background of the Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and second part is a very short brief of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's life. And then I moved to involvement in political movements of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and the second last one is as the ever first education minister of India, and I concluded as usual. In introduction, I have come up with the ancestor of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. The first ever ancestor recorded in history is Maulana Jamaluddin or Sheikh Jamaluddin, who was a profound scholar of a great repute. The one revolted against the Deen Ilahi propounded by Mughal Emperor Akbar in 1582. Later on, in times of great Emperor Jahangir, another ancestor of Azad, Sheikh Muhammad, refused to do Kurnish. And Kurnish is becoming kneel down in front of the individual of power and wealth. So, and for that reason, he was imprisoned for 4 years in the fort of Gwalior. The family of Maulana was with tradition of not accepting any office or position of power, but the great-grandfather of Maulana, Sheikh Jamaluddin, broke the tradition and accepted the chief judgeship. Maulana Munawwaruddin, father of Azad's grandmother, and Maulana Khairuddin, Azad's father, left for Hijaz out of frustrations prevailed in India after 1855. Some said that was 1857. While passing through Bhopal, one of the renowned territory in India, the ruler of that territory was Sikandar Begum. By hearing a sermon delivered by the father of Azad, the ruler offered them place to stay there, and they stayed there for several years, where Munawwaruddin, the father of Azad's grandmother, died. Maulana's father, Muhammad Khairuddin, was the learned divine and Sufi scholar, and he was the author of numerous books in Arabic and Persian. Maulana Khairuddin had thousands of disciples in Delhi, means he was a great teacher, known in entire India that time. As the Indian War waged in 1857, through various revolts took place there, where in one of the incidents, Maulana Baqir was shot dead in public. There's the reason scholars of that era and place were thinking of leaving the country to find a secure resort where they can preach their ideas, religious, whether they are religious or political. In Mecca, when they settled in Mecca, Khairuddin got married to the daughter of a very famous sheikh named Witri. Of his learned lady and Maulana Khairuddin, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was born on 11th November 1888 in Mecca. Now the B part, which is the very short brief of Azad's life. The 11th November, as it was said in 1888, is marked the birth date of this Indian great scholar and pioneer of formation of the undivided India. Maulana Abul Kalam Muhyiddin Ahmed was the original name of Maulana Azad, but he was commonly called by his father as Fairuz Bakht. Eventually, he became known as Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. About the title Azad, it was said in Saudi Arabia in one of the visits Maulana made. One of great sheikh of Saudi Arabia, especially in Mecca, he gave the nickname Azad to Maulana Abul Kalam Muhyiddin Ahmed. Based on importunate request of Maulana Khairuddin's disciples like Haji Abdul Wahid, Maulana made his comeback in India in 1898 and settled down in Calcutta, where he was offered a job of Imam and Khatib. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad received elementary education at home, where he learned the basic knowledge of various languages like Arabic. Arabic was the language of his mother as well. Arabic, Urdu, and then Farsi, uh, Bengali, some said Bengali. And after the death of his father in 1990, he started learning English. And some says that he learned English while his father was alive, but without informing him, as his father was not willing to teach his son English or anyone he used to love to guide him towards any teachings from the British government or people of that territory. In the age of 12, Maulana started writing books. A poetic journal called Nairange Alam was published in 1900 and continued for 8 months. At the age of 13, Maulana Khairuddin got Azad's married to Zulaikha Begum, daughter of Aftabuddin. The sister of Maulana Azad narrates the story like, when Azad was set to stay together or to live the night together with his newly married wife, he started crying and he was screaming, saying that why I'm set to stay with a woman. So she had a good schooling, means I'm talking about Zulaikha Begum. She had a good schooling on Urdu and Farsi and or Persian language. So she took good care of Maulana Azad and evinced keen interest in his books and writings. With the close supervision of Maulana Khairuddin, Maulana Azad completed Dars Nizamiya with the help of local teachers when he was 15 years old, within merely 4 years. And is to be noted that Dars-e-Nizamiya is said to be completed within 13 years, which was done by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad only within 4 years. At the age of 14 or 15, some others said that could be even 16, he brought out a journal named Lisan al-Sidq, Voice of Truth, where he started talking against the tyrannical manner of British government. In 1905, Maulana got the chance to visit Al-Azhar with a view to study there, and he stayed there for 2 years. An Urdu weekly named Al-Hilal was launched by Maulana Azad, which was on June 1912 when he reached 24 years of age, expressing his nationalist ideas and urges to join the liberation movements. And his urges was directed to especially Muslims through Al-Hilal and commonly for everyone. Maulana Azad became education minister in May 1947. Among the writings, Tarjuman al-Quran was published in 1931, which he used to explain moral legitimacy of India as a homeland of Muslims in subcontinent. Maulana Azad was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, which is considered as the highest honor in India, and he achieved this in 1992. And the National Education Day of India is set after the date Maulana Abul Kalam Azad uh, was Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's birth date, which was 11th November 1888. Many educational institutes, schools, colleges are named after Maulana Azad to perpetuate his honor. In 1920, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, along with his fellow Khilafat leaders M.A. Ansari and Ajmal Khan, founded the Jamia Milliya Islamia in Aligarh. Jamia means university. And he and his some fellows from Khilafat movements, they established or founded the university without taking or without accepting any help from British government. Later, it was transferred to Calcutta. The great Muslim nationalist Maulana Abul Kalam Azad breathed his life on 22nd February 1958 due to stroke. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the first part, and inshallah I am coming with the second part very soon.